Hey guys, Matt from Total MTG here, and I am now doing my Kaladesh top rare and top 5 mythics from the new set. If you haven't seen the top common and uncommon videos, I will leave a link below for you to go and watch that video. But without further ado, let's start it off. So, coming in at number 5, my top rare for the set is a Blooming Marsh, but I'm basically getting all the lands. The lands that come in into tapped, unless you control 2 or fewer lands. Bluff, Inspiring Vantar, all those, they're all going to come in, so they're just brilliant lands. I think they're obviously going to see modern play as well, but yeah, all the lands coming at number 5. Number 4 is Scrap Heap Scrounger. It costs 2, it's a 3/2. It can't block. You can play 1 and a black, exile another target creature card from your graveyard, and you get to return this from the graveyard to the battlefield. I think this will definitely see some play, maybe in, maybe Mardu vehicles, something like that. It's it's aggro, it can't block, it's going to come in. It's a 3/2 for 2. Very good card, I think. Coming at number 3 is another artifact vehicle. It's Smugglerscopter. Now this, since I recorded a video, when I was looking at the prices when I was first put this in, it was like half the price. It was like £7 or something. Now it's doubled in price, nearly £14, £15 on the English sites that I've been looking at. Whenever it attacks or blocks, you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card. And the crew is 1. It's a 3/3 for 2 as well. This will probably be in all the red-white vehicle decks. Previously just won at the weekend. Chris Van Meter, I think, won the SSG tournament with red-white vehicles, and there was a lot of vehicle decks in the top 30. But this is going to be a very, very popular card. So coming in at number 2 is a DynaVox Tower. Deck Tech Tuesday this week had me brewing around this card. I really like this card. I think it's fun. It's it's not all about building really strong decks. You've got to have fun decks in Magic as well, and that can turn into powerful and compete sometimes. This is an artifact for 3. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, you get 2 energy counters. You tap it using 5 of those energy counters to do 3 damage to target creature or player. Cantrips decks, it's just going to love this. I'll probably attempt to use it in modern as well, because the cantrips will be a lot better and a lot cheaper. But I'm going to build it. I've built it in standard. You can go and see Deck Tech Tuesday from this week and go and see the deck that I brewed, which was Is It DynaVox Tower. My number 1, like I said, it's not necessarily the most powerful card in the world, but for me, and what I'm going to play with, Fumigate is just a brilliant card for me. I'm a control player. Even though control is probably going to be terrible in this standard again. It destroys all creatures, and it gains life for each creature destroyed this way, which obviously is going to help a bit, gaining life. It costs 3 and 2 white. It is a sorcery, but this is a good ball clearance for us as control players. The gaining life is obviously going to be very, very helpful. So hopefully, I think this will see play as 1 of 2 ofs. If anyone tries to be mad enough to try control in this speedy format, but I do think hopefully Fumigate is there. Like I say, these are all my personal choices, so not necessarily the best or strongest cards in the deck. I will always say that, because people say that's not the best card, but this is my choices. So we're going to go on to now the Mythics. Number 5 is Etherworks Marvel. Cost 4, legendary artifact. When a permanent you control is put into a graveyard, you get an energy counter. You can pay 6 energy counters to look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may cast a card from among them without paying its mana cost and put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. I mean, that is just brilliant. Surely people are going to be brewing around this card. Etherworks Marvel is a mythic. It's not too dear at the moment, so but I do expect it maybe to rise a tad. But yeah, brilliant card. In at number 4 is Chandra, Torch of Defiance, the big hype card of the set. Already dropping in price, but it's still worthy of a mention. It makes my top 5. It comes with 4 loyalties. You +1 exile top card of your library. You may cast the card. If you don't, it deals 2 damage to each opponent. Another +1, which is why people like this, adds 2 red mana to your mana pool. -3, deal 4 damage to target creature. -7 is, the great emblem. If you manage to ever get it, whenever you cast a spell, this emblem deals 5 damage to creature or player. Now, Chandra, I think we'll see, obviously will see play. It's going to be in, multiple decks, involving red, but I do think the price is going to drop a bit. Coming at number 3 is Dovan Barn. This is probably my favourite Planeswalker of the set, just because it reminds me of Jace, Architect of Thoughts. It's 2 white and a blue. Until end of turn, 1 target creature gets -3, and activity abilities can't be activated. The -1 is you gain 2 life, draw a card, which isn't too bad at all. -7 is you get an emblem, your opponents can't untap more than 2 permanents during their untaps. I mean, that's just brilliant for control. Imagine that. That is ultimate controlling. So that comes in at number 3. Number 2 for me is Sky Sovereign Council Flagship. Another legendary artifact vehicle. It's a 6/5 for 5. When it enters the battlefield, it deals 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls. So that's very, that is a really good card. And the crew on this is 3. This will definitely going to see play in maybe the red-white vehicles, stuff like that, and any other vehicle deck that everyone's brewing. This has surely got to be an inclusion. Absolutely, it looks like a real bomb to me. Number 1, I've chose Torrential Gearhulk as my favourite Gearhulk, but it will be all the Gearhulks. Torrential is obviously my favourite. It's blue. It has flash. When it enters the battlefield, you may cast a target instant card from your graveyard. So not quite at Snap's level, but you get a 5/6 big body. It's you get to pay it without mana's cost. So if you've got a great, instant speed thing in there, anything you want in there, an instant card in there, you're going to pay it. Cast this card, get a big body, and get to cast another spell for free for 6. Now, this was a 2 of in my DynaVox deck at the weekend. I'm going to put this in control decks. I will be using Torrential Gearhulk quite a lot. I'll be, trying to use the hell out of it. I just think it's a really, really good card. And all the others as well. I really love the red one as well. It's normally guaranteed that you're going to get 3 cards in your hand. They're not going to take the damage from the, I think it's called, was it Combustible Gearhulk? The most expensive one is the green one at the moment, which is lucky I pulled one from a booster box. I think it's called Veridacious Gearhulk, and you've got the black one as well, Noxious, which is another brilliant Gearhulk. So for me, the Gearhulks are the number 1, but Torrential is my favourite. Anyway, guys, hope you've enjoyed this video. This is just a quick run. Don't forget to leave your rares and mythics in the comments, your top 5s. Maybe you'll agree with some of mine, but just remember, put your personal choices. Not necessarily the most expensive or best cards. What you want to brew and what you want to play with. That's always what I try to say about these top 5s. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Cheers, guys.